Hey everyone, welcome to Spartan V for all your hair system needs. First of all, apologies, it's been a bit sparse with me releasing the videos recently. As you can still hear, I still got a bit of a cold, but I was hit quite badly with flu, so it really restricted sort of what I could do. But I'm back in the game. So, today is a big one. Today is all about trying to make your hair as realistic as possible. So I'm talking about like the cut, the blending in, and the front hairline. So what I'm going to be showing you today is how you can do that, how you can do it yourself to try and make it, you know, blend it in so it looks nice and realistic, and you know, take out some of that density of the front, texture on top, and thin it out a little bit so you know you've got a real nice cut on your hair. But also, I want to show you, so I've done a little bit of a blend, a grade 3, a grade 4. I didn't want to do the full blending because I want to show you how I'm going to do it. Because I'm doing this myself, you know, and it's something I've done quite a few times, so it'll probably be easier for myself. But, you know, I'm here to help you practice it and show you what you can do yourself if you want to take that risk. But, yeah, first of all, so I'm going to show you my hair. So obviously I've got the front, the side, it's a big step, side, big step. So I haven't actually done any of the blending yet. So what I'm going to do today, first of all, I'm going to pluck the hairline just on here. So I'm going to have to do this at an angle because I need to hold a mirror. Otherwise I have to go, you know, stand somewhere else, and it's the easiest spot here for the filming. So yeah, let me get started. Okay, for this first part, I'm going to come a bit closer so you can see. All you're going to need is tweezers. Simple pair of tweezers. I'm going to invest in some better ones, some really good ones. But I'm just going to start plucking a bit more at the front hairline. This doesn't have to be in any particular way. You don't have to go like gently one by one. You're literally just going to be picking and flicking on the front hairline. Simple as that. So, you know, obviously you're going to need a mirror as well. So let me grab that. Okay, so got my mirror. And so you can see, let me make sure I get the right angle. I'm just going to start plucking from the bottom. Like I say, you know, this just means it will just take out some of that density out the front and give it a bit more of a natural look, because you have, you know, a few of those gaps that, you know, everyone normally has at the front of their hair. And that's all you're going to be doing. You're just going to be doing this. Get up here. You know, I'm getting quite a lot of hair out, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. So I'm going to keep going. I either speed it up or I just cut until when I finish. Okay, so I've plucked a bit out. It's probably hard to see sort of on the hair. I've got this funny thing when I'm using lace. It happened last time as well. It sort of, for the first couple of days, it pinches sort of the skin when I put it on. You know, before this, always used thin skin, so it's just me just trying to get used to having a lace system. But you know, that's thinned it out definitely at the front. I can feel that, I can see it, and it's a bit thinner. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the thinning / texturizing shears. So you can get these from anywhere, Amazon, eBay. Pretty cheap, you know, don't go really cheap because I'll probably be a bit blunt, but you know, go for some mid-price range and they will help you cover what you need to do to help thin this hair out. So I have my thinning shears just here. As you can see, I've got the teeth there, straight edge there, and yeah, it's going to help thin the hair out and texturize it at the same time. So I'm not necessarily going to use a comb for this because I just want to snip around, and then I'm going to use it around the sides as well, just to thin out those sides and take out a bit of the bulkiness on here. Back to the mirror again. So as you can see here, I'm going to do it all over just to help thin it out a bit more, and go on where I can. You know, it doesn't have to be the perfect way. You don't have to be precise on these. You are literally just snipping around just to thin it out. So you don't have to be too scared when you're doing it. Obviously you don't want to go crazy where you're just at one spot all the time, because then, you know, it will end up cutting it out. But, you know, just every so often, move them around, doing different angles, and help thin this out. So just for the rest of the video, gonna speed this bit up or cut it, don't know yet, haven't got to the editing. Alright, I've taken a big load of bulk out now. I'm just going to feel around where I feel like there's still a bit too much bulk. And usually you can feel it, you'll feel like a slight clump in there. So yeah, I can feel it around there. So I'll go into that bit. Okay, so that's the thinning shears done. It feels a lot more manageable now in my hair. It's still got a thickness to it, but it's feeling a bit lighter on the sides, exactly what I want it to be. So as I said before, I've done a grade 3, going into a grade 4, going up, and what I'm going to do is open up the clipper, just so I can do a bit of blending in that now. And you'll see the technique that I use, like a flick that goes on, so you're not like taking off a lot of hair going up. So let's get the clippers. Okay, so I have my clippers here now, and just with the lever here, I'm gonna push it forward, and I can see it's closed, so now I want to make sure it's open, pull it back, and that's opened up. So when I cut originally with grade 3, I had them down, and now I'm just gonna push them up like that. I've got my grade 3. So that's going to help blend some of this step in here to make it look a bit more natural. Let's grab the mirror. Okay, so as you can see, I've now blended it in a bit better. I do like having a little bit of a step, it's quite nice. So I could go higher, but I like it being how it is. So just to show you this time now, so it's that side, and that's that side. So yeah, it's a bit more blended in. As you can see, where I've thinned it at the sides, it sits down a bit better now, and then on top I can actually play around with it a bit more on the hair. So yeah, and then where I've thinned out the front, you know, I've taken out some of that density at the front. I could do more, but obviously for the time for video, I can't go too crazy. But that's essentially how you can improve your hair system pretty quick to make it look a lot more realistic, you know. And I feel like it's definitely done that. I'm gonna have to go and have a shower after this, a bit hairy, but yeah, that is how you do it. It might seem complicated, it is worrying because these aren't cheap, but you know, if you try these methods initially without the hair system on and doing your sides, that is a more safer bet. It's just because obviously I've been working with hair systems for a while, I'm quite confident in doing the cutting, so I'm happy to do that. But yeah, you know, it is one good way of doing it. What I'll do, I will just do a style on my hair and I'll show you what the end result is like. I need to give it a bit of a wash first because it's got a bit dry. I haven't washed it yet, so yeah. From snap my fingers, just like, oh, wrong one. There we go, all done, the right one. So I know this doesn't apply to everyone because, you know, the length of my hair, some people might have longer hair, but generally most of the time people are going to tidy up the sides. So like I say, I've still got a bit of a step because that's how I like it, but I've softened up the line on there so it's not so mushroomy, and that side as well. And then the front, hard to tell, but it has thinned out a bit more, so I could keep going on there, but because of the time obviously I'm a bit restricted. But that is how you can make your hair system look a lot more realistic. So if you do have a hair system that is a bit thicker, take those thinning shears, trim up the side, and you'll notice the extra softness in your hair because it'll be a lot more manageable. And you know, because they're texturizing scissors as well, you'll get that choppiness as you can see on the front here. And if you do it all over, you can really mess up your hair and go for a real choppy look, which is what I quite like. But you know, there it is. If there's any questions, please put them in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, plenty more content on the way. Thank you.